Oh, hi, I'm Dr. J. I was just putting up Harold, the star of our show today. Would you like to hear how I met Harold? It's kind of an interesting story. So I met Harold in Hawaii, actually. I was up alone, and my children and my wife were in bed. And I thought, well, this is a nice, peaceful, quiet time, and I'll get my project done. I had another project that I had to do. And so I started to do this project, and Harold showed up in my mind. And I didn't want to bother with Harold, so I kind of shooshed him away, but then he kept showing up. And he kept bothering me through this whole thing. And normally, when you get something like that bothering you, it's because you really want to do it. But I really didn't want to do anything with Harold. And he kept bothering me so much that I finally said, okay, I'm going to flip a coin. And if it's heads, Harold, we'll do Harold. And so I flipped the coin and it was heads. And I thought, oh man, okay, 2 out of 3. I flipped the coin twice more, and it was heads, and it was heads. So I thought, okay, Harold, what do you want? He wanted me to tell a story, his story. So that's what I did. Harold told me the story, and I wrote it down. But Harold was still a pain, even through the story. I'm drawing these things, and I don't know how to draw, and Harold says, that doesn't look like me. Make it look like me. Well, Harold, I don't know how to draw. And he started to say he was going to get somebody else, but he knew he wasn't going to be able to do that. So he said, okay, but get somebody else to draw it afterwards, okay? I said, all right. So I drew the best I could, and he was a pain through the whole thing. Make me bigger. I said, well, Harold, you're a little guy. No, make me bigger. I'm bigger than that. I said, okay, so I made him bigger. So anyway, we got done, and I published the book, and then I thought I was done with the book. And then I met Carl. I met him at the Detroit airport. He happened to be there. Out of all 365 days in the year, he happened to be there the same 2 hours that I was in Detroit. So isn't that a coincidence? And Carl's a macho guy. He's a Clint Eastwood, 6 foot over kind of guy, and kind of looks like Clint Eastwood. So he's not a children's book kind of guy. Well, neither is The Bully Caterpillar in a way. It's for adults too. But he's reading this book while I'm trying to tell him about something else. And so he's reading the book, and all of a sudden he says, you should animate this. And then Harold, he's jumping up and down in my mind. Yeah, let's animate it. And I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I got other things to do. It's too expensive, and I don't have time, and I just don't want to do it. I said that to Carl and Harold. So Carl says, well, I know some people that might be able to do it pretty cheap in the Philippines. I said, well, I'm not interested. So he says, I'll call you. He gets back from the Philippines, and he calls me, and he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So we decided to animate the film. It was amazing. Everything went really well. The animation turned out really good. And Harold, he's jumping up and down. And then I'm coming across this film festival advertisement on the internet. Now I'm thinking, maybe I should enter this in the film festival. So I did. Well, we won something. And that's how it's been. And my biggest problem is to get out of Harold's way so I can let him do what he's supposed to do with this film. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen next.